Yo, yo, what's going on, fellas? Happy Wednesday morning to you. Hopefully, you're doing well. You're trying to get settled on into some sports and some sports betting talk. Got your breakfast. Time to have a good little time. Hopefully, you guys are doing better than me this morning. I'm just having a hard time kind of just getting going. I don't know, kind of like a little rut or funk I'm in. I'm sure it's still due to having the night that we had last night, but it's one of these days where it just seems to be a little bit tough to get going. So let's lively it up here. Let's jump on into the action here. Payoff pitch, of course, live at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. The games come early today, 11:35 Central Time's the first game, and then just a slew of afternoon games come on after that. So we'll, of course, start with the recap, as we do every single day. We'll toss that sucker up, and we'll talk our way through this one, where obviously got our ass kicked to us last night, and all started off that Rangers F5 team total over 2.5 runs, where you got a nice little start, 2 runs at the top of the first inning. They ruled that opening hit a triple. I was watching that game. Basically baseball's got to get their own officials ruling these games and giving out the stats for these games. That's a single and an error all day long. But whatever. Either way, the guy gets to third base and he eventually gets knocked in. There's another run scored on a balk. And then not much after happened to that. The Rangers just couldn't quite get that third run up across Rich Hill. Rich Hill, obviously had his strikeout stuff working. He struck out the side in the second inning. That was another bit that we lost in that game. It was fine after the first inning. He had picked up 1 strikeout, but holy hell did that escalate quickly as he got 3 in the third inning, obviously striking out that entire side. So, yeah, the Rangers, obviously tacked on, of course, in the 6th inning, which just makes that even more frustrating that they get to, their team total just in the 6th inning, not the 5th inning. So that's just brutal stuff right there. Rich Hill ends the game with 9 strikeouts. Just overall, just really tough. And then the other game where we double dipped in, the Nationals and Padres, Mackenzie Gore over 5.5 Ks. I thought the gambling guys were actually going to, do us right and pay us back for all the unders we've been on and had last batter Ks, because there we were in the 5th inning. 2 outs, he was on 5 Ks and just couldn't put the last guy away. Ended up walking him, and then the manager goes out and pulls him with a runner on first and second. That was one where we could have been we could have balanced out, right? Talking about the ebbs and flows, and maybe you get your ass kicked on Tuesday, maybe you'll bounce back with a nice day on Wednesday, and all kind of balances out. But man, it feels like we've lost a ton of unders on last batter Ks and just couldn't get Mackenzie Gore to strike out that last batter. Then we were extremely lucky in the bottom of the half, because they go into that bottom half of the 5th down 3-0, and it's 2 outs in the 5th inning. Runner on first. My man hits a 3-run bomb. A 2-run bomb. So it's like, okay, is this like the tease? I don't lose this bet 3-0. Am I going to lose it 3-2? But, thankfully the next guy hit a solo home run. So it ends up being 3-3. They got 3 runs in that 5th inning off Yu Darvish via 2 home runs. So score it as a push, but holy hell, it certainly feels like a win. Does that play right there? So, and then the Astros just didn't do a damn thing. Just absolutely didn't do a damn thing. Lost the game 4-0. Just frustrating that they can have the success that they can have off Corbin Burns 2 nights ago, and then just can't do a goddamn thing off Colin Reyes. So it happens. It's unfortunate as shit, that it happens. But now that is the way baseball goes. Our only win was that Twins F5 money line over the Giants, which, we want to avoid that Giants bullpen. The Giants bullpen does have the better numbers. So in doing so, we actually made the right decision in that, because the Twins lose the game, but they're leading through the first 5. That's why it's important that you understand which of these teams have, good and bad bullpens. Sometimes you want to avoid the bullpen, or sometimes you want to take the bullpen on. Well, last night, we don't want to go up against that Giants bullpen. So target the first 5 innings, Sonny Gray up against Alex Cobb, and we get out a victory right there. So obviously down on the day, a lot of units, and obviously looking to certainly bounce back today. So that's also what we'll try to do. There is a soccer bet today, and Jared's asking about it. What's up, Jared? Hope you're doing well this morning. Manchester City taking on Brighton. Jared, I don't know about you, man, but I don't know how you can bet this match, pre-match, and I'll obviously tell you some of my concerns. One of my concerns is what De Zerbi is going to do at Brighton. You've seen through the years, once you have nothing to play for and there's always like a game or two, you like to reward your squad players who have been busting their ass in training, working hard, and not getting any playing time. this is a time where, maybe you play, the squad players up against City, and then I don't know whoever the hell they play on Sunday in the last match week. So I'm a little nervous on what De Zerbi, might do. But also, just kind of like what I was talking about on TikTok, I've watched a lot of Brighton games. They may be the best pressing team in the Premier League, and that's scary to say that because obviously City's in the Premier League, and they're awfully good at pressing and getting you to turn. But Brighton is really, really good. I think that is by far Brighton's greatest strength is turning you over with their press. So do I think Brighton's going to score at home at the Amex? How many times do I take a City clean sheet, or do I back City to, win to 0? I do that a lot. City's tough. You don't get clean looks at City's goal, and Brighton's awfully good offensively. I'm just conflicted. Also, what is Guardiola going to do? Is this going to game where he's going to go back to his A squad, then maybe go back to the B squad on Sunday against Brentford, and then stick to obviously his A squad in the two cup finals that he's got in the FA Cup and the Champions League? So I think there's enough lineup indecision and concern that just is going to go ahead and put me off on pre-match betting. I am interested in betting the match for sure. I sure as hell can't wait to watch it. So we love watching City, and again, Brighton has been one of my favorite teams to watch. I don't think Brighton is a fluke. I would think Brighton is right behind Arsenal and City. I think Brighton's been the third best team in the Premier League all season. Obviously not standings wise, but I love everything about Brighton. So we'll see. We'll see what lineups drop. But yeah, Jared, I'm interested. So just stay with me on Twitter, and hopefully we'll be able to tweet out a play. But yeah, it's a game I'll be watching, and hopefully a game I'll have some sort of action on. Not forced action, right? But hopefully the lineups will shed some light and give us a good idea on what we can go ahead and bet on that one. So that's how I'm right there. What's up, Tyler? What's up, my man? Yeah, it's hard to. It's put it past me for sure, but yeah, today's been anybody who hangs around here and watches the payoff pitch today. I don't have my normal tons of notes. Did the research in terms of being comfortable to make the bets, but just for whatever reason, the motivation to put the notes down on paper to have it readily available to rifle off on the payoff pitch. I didn't have that motivation. I didn't have that motivation, but we need to have a good day. Hoping we have a good day. We've got some good baseball bets. I like it. I really like it. So what we've got today, I've added a couple to what I've already sent out on Twitter. Just need some results. Need some results to go away. It's unfortunate yesterday. Back to Rangers and Astros. Number 1 versus left. Number 1 versus right-handers. And they can't get it done. It's just unfortunate. Just unfortunate. What's up, Ross? What's up, man? How's that Colorado air treating you, man? It's a nice little day out in Colorado. How's it going, my man? Both teams will score. Yeah, I hear you, man. But, all right. Now I'm just curious. What is the over-under shots on target at Brighton? Because most teams that go up against City, it's 2.5 or 3.5. Brighton deserves to probably be at 4.5. But that being said, you don't get a ton of looks on their goal. But that's one of the angles I'm certainly considering. If I get a lineup by Brighton, like I said, I'm concerned De Zerbi may sit some players. But both teams will score play is definitely one that I'm considering. But if you do that there, Jared, at least me speaking, that's an over 200 or minus 200 juice. So I can't play that alone. So now I got to tackle on over 2.5. And then when I do that, I'm at minus 140. So do I want to pay minus 140 for both teams to score at over 2.5? I don't know. Probably not. But let's I'm just curious what the sportsbooks have their shots on target at. Brighton is the home team. Yeah, they've got it at 3.5. Even the sportsbooks, even though it's Brighton, they're not expecting them. That's been 2.5 and 3.5, generally speaking, against every opponent. I thought against Brighton maybe it would go to 4.5, and because Brighton has been that good offensively, but now they still got it at 3.5. But now it's heavily juiced to the over, which is not normally the case. Normally it's juiced to the under, but yeah, both teams to score is a look that I've looked at considering. Minus 200. Maybe it's a parlay piece. Maybe it could be a parlay piece right there. So I think that is the only game, certainly the only Premier League game. I know it's the only Premier League game. I think it's really the only game worth considering today. Yeah, Real Madrid's in action today, but they ain't got shit to play for. And who the hell? They've had some just some kind of weird results. They've couldn't beat Valencia. That's what happens. You get bowed out of Champions League. You can't win La Liga. You got nothing to play for, and then you go on the road and lose to Valencia. Now Vallecano is generally not a good team, but it's tough when you get to this late in the season and you don't have anything to play for. Squads start rotating, makes it difficult. Just makes it a little bit more difficult. So, what's your angle? Your angle is who needs a W more? Brighton. Brighton doesn't need a win. They are in Europa League and they can't get in the Champions League and they can't fall in the Europa Conference League. So Brighton getting 0 points from their remaining 2 games doesn't hurt them a bit. So to sit there and say Brighton needs the win more, it's just not a true statement. I mean, they get 0 points. They're still going to be in Europa League. They don't need shit. Season's up. Season's over for them. They've accomplished I don't know what their preseason goals were, but they've accomplished everything they can get out of the season. They can't go up the table anymore. They're stuck. They're stuck in Europa League and can't fall down to Europa Conference League. They don't need a win. This is why I'm worried that Zerbi is going to reward some of the squad players. You see it every season. Squad players come in match week 37. Squad players come in match week number 38. Holland to score is minus 127 if he plays. If he plays. That's why you don't know what Guardiola is going to do too. And some sports books will grade that even whether he starts or not. Like DraftKings, you play that, and then he doesn't start, and they start Alvarez again, and maybe Holland comes on at halftime. Now you only got to win that bet, you only got 45 minutes. I wouldn't run to jump in bet any player prop in that game. You don't know who's going to play. I'm not sure I would do that, but yeah, Holland hasn't scored. He had that one good look. He obviously had that good couple looks there against Real Madrid, the header most notably that Courtois saved. But he had that one look when he stepped on. Who'd they play? Chelsea. He had a good look against Chelsea, couldn't convert it. He's got some tired legs. That's the reason why he rotated this past weekend up against Chelsea. Even in a game in which, or no, that's right, Arsenal had already lost, so it was already wrapped up. That's probably why he rotated. But yeah, I don't know. Tired legs. I don't know, man. I'm not sure I can get there. Not pre-lineups, Jared. Not pre-lineups. Benitez is leaving, and you think Brighton needs to win for momentum in the next season. Yeah, it is hard to pick today, Jared. Don't try to force it, man. I mean, you said it right there. It's hard to pick. I think it's hard to pick. That's why I don't have a bet to share. Sure as hell not going to bet it again pre-lineups. It's hard. I mean, rightfully so. Just like you said, it is hard. I don't even know who the hell's going to fucking play. I'm going to bet something. I don't even know who's going to play. Too hard. Too hard, Jared. Stay away. At least stay away till lineups. We don't have to stay away altogether. We can see what lineups look like. What is it, a 2 o'clock kickoff? Yeah, 2 o'clock kickoff, so lineups will drop at 1. We got time to wait for lineups. So let's do that, Jared. Let's do that. You do like Miami money line tomorrow at plus 245. Miami money line. Heat. Talking about the Heat? Yeah. So that could be it. That could be a Heat. That could be it. All right, fellas. Let's go find ourselves a Hockey Squirrel. See how he feels about this Wednesday slate. I know he had a nice day. He's going to come into the payoff pitch all fired up. He had a nice day, multiple units. So he'll be in a good mood, and we'll see what kind of action he's got for you guys for today. And obviously, I'm going to add a couple bets to what I've already sent out there on Twitter as well. So we're 5 minutes away from the payoff pitch. Hang tight. Sit on back, kick back, relax, and we'll join you guys live at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Appreciate you guys hanging with me this morning. Hey there, baseball fans. Welcome on into the Wednesday episode here of the Payoff Pitch, where we're live every single day at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, powered by Bet Openly. The games come early today, so we just got to jump right on into it. What's up, Squirrel?
Hey, how's it going? Sorry, I let time get away from me there. I was typing away and lost track of time. So I'm here though. I'm ready. Very good. So
You're here, buddy.
let's do it.
It feels good to have you here. Ready to jump on into this action? Does the game start? Hell, like
Yeah,
an hour, feels like.
there's not a lot of action, to be honest. It's a light day. It really is. Yesterday was gung ho, man. It was crazy. There was discrepancy galore, really.
Yeah.
I ended up having 20 bets yesterday between everything, whether that be props, NHL, the basketball. I had WNBA. I made my first WNBA bet yesterday, and I won it.
Okay.
I bet against my Minnesota Lynx. So that was cool. I took the Atlanta Dream. I knew nothing about them, but won that, so that was cool. And
Nice.
there you
Love
go.
hearing
I
that.
ended up 12 wins, 8 losses. I made 3.1 units is the final tally there for
Nice.
yesterday.
Love it. Love it.
So, yeah,
Love
there we are. I only have 2 official bets for today, so I'll talk about a lot of things. What I'm actually on will not come till the end, but I am ready to go though, so that'll be good.
With that being said, let's just jump on in around the bases then, where we'll take a couple games and break them down. Which one do you want to kick it off with?
Well, I've won back-to-back days on this game, this bet, this matchup. Not going to take it today. I'm actually going to steer you away from it. Even if it does hit, it's just been steadily increasing. You remember the Cardinals and the Reds. I've been betting the overs on this series. I had a projection, I think, the first day of 14, the second day of 13.5. Today, they have the line at 11. It went from 9.5, then it went to 10, I think 10 or 10.5.
Yeah.
Now today they have it at 11.
Wow.
So it's been climbing, and I don't know. I mean, how many games in a row are you going to get over 11? I don't know. I feel like I've already won my projections for this series on the over. So I'm going to leave it alone this time, even though, maybe it does hit. It's a Great American Ballpark. It's known for overs. It has good park factors for that. I just I don't know. I feel fortunate to have won, my 2 there, and I'm gonna bow out of the third game here.
Is it, do you still have it graded 13, 14 runs and just
So about 13 runs, yeah. But
lose your discrepancy.
if I had 14 runs projected the first day and I got over 9.5, it's just like that value is closing in. And it's like now I need 12 runs in order to win at over 11. So it just doesn't feel as good as it did a run and a half ago.
Gotcha. I want to. I'm going to kick off a game. Kick off with a game here with. I got some.
Hey, you should be sorry, dude.
Anyways.
Jeez.
I'm going to kick off the show here with the Marlins and Rockies, which I thought maybe was a game that maybe you were going to be interested in kicking off this show with. Sandy Alcantara's on the mound, so pretty popular play.
Yeah.
You've got that guy, what is his name? Carl Kaufman. It was the guy that made his
Yeah,
season
I don't
debut.
know.
We were on the Rangers team total that day. We got a very easy cash. We're in the Rangers. That was part of our 3-0 week last week in backing the Rangers. Kaufman he got roughed up in the minor league, so of course he was going to get roughed up by the Rangers. You actually got a Marlins team here that I think can replicate some of that same success that the Rangers were able to do with the way they're swinging the bat, versus right-handed pitching. So Marlins money line has obviously kind of gotten away from people at around about -170, but I think the run line is still a good look. I also like the team total because you've got a Rockies bullpen that's sitting about bottom 8 across the stats, across all the categories there for bullpen. So this could be a nice day. You're getting basically a minor league pitcher. I like the Marlins team total 6. You can find some 5.5s out there, but it's awfully juicy. Or you can go all the way to 6, give yourself the push, and then you get a better return on your investment. So Marlins, though, the thing that's, I guess, a little concerned, I thought, when I immediately looked at this, was like, oh, Kaufman's on the mound against Alcantara. I knew the Rockies bullpen's general numbers in my head. I was like, I'll just do the Rockies run line. But Sandy Alcantara's hit a little bit of a bump in the road, which made me shift more towards a team total. Because the Rockies, you got to give the Rockies credit, right? They've won the first 2 games this series. They do swing a good bat right now versus right-handers. Their numbers with the Marlins are actually, both of them are in the top 6 versus right-handers. So is this another, does Sandy get tripped up again? He's been getting tripped up so far in the month of May, so just enough to put me off of it. I like their team total a little bit more.
Yeah, I messaged you about that money line or about this game yesterday, telling you to hop on something because it wasn't going to stay where it opened, and we'll get to it because it's going to be something in that game. That's my best bet. So another one that has not happened, I don't think, and we were both looking at it yesterday. I think we both agreed that over 9 or 9.5 in the Red Sox and Angels would have been a decent play. I've got them up there again today at 11. I can go over 9 at -120. So this is a consideration. I don't think that either pitcher is fantastic. I think it was like Tyler Anderson, maybe, if I remember right, something like that. But yeah, I mean, you're not getting exactly elite pitching. Yeah, James Paxton, is it? Something like that?
Right.
So yeah, I mean, you're not getting exactly elite pitching. I would feel a little bit more scared to go against Sandy Alcantara and take an over at Coors Field. And I say this because Coors Field hasn't been exactly hitting overs left and right either. Anytime I've tried to go over in Coors Field, it hasn't happened. Like yesterday, I think he had a 5-3 game. I did try to take the over yesterday, and it didn't hit. Right? You got 8 runs. Mm-hmm. These totals are always 11 and a half, 12 sometimes, and just don't feel comfortable on Alcantara at that. But Red Sox and Angels would be probably the next best projection at 11 if you're getting over 9. You pay some juice for it, but probably my best projected total today if you're not going to go at Coors and you're not going to play the Reds and Cardinals.
Yeah, I was going to talk about that game too right here, so I'll just piggyback on it. I kind of like the over in that, not kind of, I do like the over in that game. I'm going to focus more on the Red Sox and maybe focus more on fading Tyler Anderson because he's not pitching deep in the games. His outprops is at 17.5, where he's gone under that in 5 of 8. He's already gone under that number against the Red Sox, where he went 4 innings pitched, had 8 hits, 6 runs, just had a really terrible outing against the Red Sox. And you get the Red Sox coming in hitting 300 right now versus left-handers, sitting in about top 10 across all the major categories versus left-handed pitching. So obviously you mentioned James Paxton is on the other mound. I think the Angels hitting 250 versus left-handers can get to him. Bullpens right now that are about middle of the pack, not standing out in really any category. They don't jump up in anything. They're all just middle of the pack across the board. So I like the over in this game, just like I liked the over yesterday. It was a fluky 4-0 game. I bet this one does have runs with the way these teams are hitting left-handers, and again, especially the Red Sox and what they've already done against Tyler Anderson this year. So I'm going to focus on fading him from an outs perspective. But I'm with you. Give me that over. I really like that one. That one was definitely going to be a lean there and rapid fire as well. So I like the over there. All right, let's talk some more pitching props. I've just said Tyler Anderson under his outs props. So is there anything you're targeting today on the mound?
Yeah, actually 2 of them. Number one, I mean, it's just got to be the big name, Sandy Alcantara at plus money to go over 5.5. If he doesn't get it, he'll be right on the line. I can't really expect, that he has a bad game. It's just like you wouldn't go into a game with Sandy Alcantara expecting that he has a bad game. Could it happen? Absolutely. I mean, there's on his game log, he's got some games with 2 strikeouts. Just doesn't happen very often. He's conversely got games with 9 strikeouts. It's just how deep does he go and is he feeling it, right? I mean, that's kind of the basis of every sports game ever, right? I was talking to some of my teammates on my hockey team the other night, and I was like, man, some nights I get out here and it's like you're feeling it. You're like on your game, and there's no real rhyme or reason. Some nights I go out and it feels like my skates aren't tied right. I feel like Bambi. I can't handle the puck for shit. It's just some nights, you're just on. Some nights you're not. That's kind of the unpredictability of sports, right? Is those variables aren't accounted for. Are you going through stuff in your personal life? Is it affecting, how you play, your mood, all this kind of your energy? So some of that comes down to, the element of luck, the element of things that you can't control. But in general, you would expect that Sandy is going to be around 5 or 6, and in the cases that he goes deep, maybe he's up 9 strikeouts sometimes, like a Spencer Strider kind of deal. So it's just one that at plus money for 5.5, I can't ignore. I'll take it.
Yeah, that one makes me a little bit nervous. I was in the chat yesterday here during the payoff pitch trying to talk people off of 4.5. They were bringing it up, and I saw that it being a very popular play on Twitter, and I don't know if I was successful in talking people off of it. Hopefully I was, because he only ended the game with 3 strikeouts, but it's going to be another tough spot, I think, for him to go over 5.5K. So plus money, maybe it is worth it, where I don't think you're getting Gary Perez yesterday at plus money. I think maybe that's maybe a little bit different. In today's is you're getting the plus money to go over, but it's another brutal, tough matchup. Yeah, that was a tough play. It was a tough play. I was banging the books yesterday trying to get people off of. So hopefully he can come through though for the people today. Let's talk about Kodai Senga here of the New York Mets, under 16.
Your favorite.
Outs.
He's awesome.
He's back. He's back on the mound. You know what?
He's the best.
You know you're so bad when a team, like, you're projected to start and they're like, come on back, man. We got to bump you back. We can't have you pitch today, man. We're going to bring up McGill and you're going to go on Wednesday. Don't be surprised if they pull his sorry ass again today. But this is like a dream matchup. Can the stats just be cool and work out? And what I mean by that is I've got him going under 16.5 outs. He's taking on the Cubs that draw the third most walks per game at 3.81. He's taking on the Cubs that draw the most pitches per plate appearance at 4.09. Senga in his starts, he's had 3+ walks in 7 of his 8 starts. I mean, I wish.
Yeah, we watched one together.
Yeah, we watched one together in a NRFI. That was a lot of fucking fun. Thanks for reminding me about that. I wish I could get that prop over whatever on walks, because this is just a dream match of a team that wants to see all the pitches, draw walks, run up your pitch count, and chase you early. It just vibes perfectly with what this guy's weakness is. You get a Cubs team that does really good at obviously hitting right-handers as well. There's no way this guy should stay deep into this game. He stayed under this number of 3 out of 3 times on the road, 5 of 8 overall in the season. With just what the Cubs do at the plate, this one's got to stay under. So I'm taking under 16.5 outs for Senga today. Do you have another one?
Yeah, sounds good. Martin Perez for the Texas Rangers. Strikeout props seem a little bit low at 3.5 is all you need to do. Get over 3.5 at -115 doesn't seem like a hell of a lot. Looking back at the game logs, another one where it's like this is just something you wouldn't expect him to not clear. I don't know if you remember. He does better on the road. He absolutely does. If you go back and look over the last few years, it's just, it's been the last few years. I think since the 2020 season, I know, he's had some incredible run, but it's always on the road. So something about him, he likes pitching on the road. I don't know. That'd be interesting to look at like his strikeouts on like home versus away splits. I would be interested in this.
Yeah, I have that at my fingertips. I can get that for you. This season, he's pitched 18 pitches at home, or 18 pitches. Pitched 18 innings. He's got 16 Ks, so almost 1 per inning. On the road, he's had 30 innings pitched, and he's down to 22 Ks, so definitely worse on the road in terms of K per 9. Opponent's batting average is higher. ERA is higher. This year, he's regressed. Pirates actually swing a hot bat right now versus left-handed pitching. That one makes me extremely nervous, to be quite honest. Pirates, I'm going to take the over in that game today. It'll be a lean on rapid fire. I do have a free bet on MGM. Maybe I do go ahead and
I think you could still get the over and get 4 strikeouts. It's just not a hell of a lot. I mean, just doable. Very doable.
Very doable. All right. What about Nestor Cortez there of the New York Yankees? What about him staying under his out props as well? He stayed under in 6 of 9 times this season. He's also stayed under earlier this season up against the Orioles. Orioles do a really good job of hitting left-handed pitching. They chase left-handers. You can use StatMuse, and maybe I'll put it there in the chat here in a little bit next time you talk, but it's a great site for looking up stats of players and also stats of teams. But the Orioles are doing a really good job this season of chasing left-handers early. They may not be getting the production, they may not be hitting F5 team totals, but pitchers are staying under their out props against the Orioles if they're left-handed. So a guy that they already did it against earlier this season, they know this guy really stinking well. I'm going to go and take Nestor Cortez and go under his out prop as well at 17.5, I believe it is. All right, fourth inning long shots. Let's talk some dogs today on the show there, Squirrel. What you got?
There's exactly one that is worth the money today. I have not actually put my money on it the last 2 days. We keep talking about the Oakland Athletics because in theory, they're always overvalued. It doesn't matter. I mean, they're always going to be. So this could be something you talk about every day. It's just, when are they actually going to win? And they actually came kind of close yesterday. They only lost by a run. I've had these projections of low-scoring games. I keep getting around 6 or 7 runs. We're right there again today. Yesterday, I took the under and ended up winning. I think I had under 9 or 9.5. I think it was maybe 5 runs. Yeah, 3-2. But plus 250, you got to consider. At some point, I mean, it's just way too much. I have them at plus 180 for the Oakland Athletics, and the pitching isn't completely stacked against them as much. I don't remember Ken Waldichuk being too terribly bad in really any of his starts that I've seen, unless, I'm not paying close enough attention. But of the Oakland pitchers that, they're all fairly questionable at this point, especially the bullpen. But to be plus 180 and to get plus 250, I think I might actually get down on it today. It's just too much, and like you're due to win sooner or later. I mean, still professional athletes. Like they kept it close yesterday. I don't see
that
any other underdog that's I'm fairly bang on with all my projections today. So like if you're seeing a plus 130, I probably have them plus 130. I don't see much else other than the Athletics if you're looking for underdogs specifically today.
That Waldichuk guy, he's no good, by the way. You said you don't remember him being bad. He's thinking bad.
Does he have does he have any wins? Because anytime I don't know if it's just that I've been lucky in the times I've bet on him that I've gotten wins, but
he's got a 6.85 ERA and a 1.85 WHIP. He's letting everybody get on base. Just come on. Come hang out with me, fellas.
Right, but does he have any wins, though? I'm concerned about the team winning the game.
Well, he's got one win.
He's
not putting his team in position to win.
All right. Then it must just be the times I've bet on him, they've happened to do whatever I need him to do.
Right. Whatever they need. Yeah, his game log. I'm going to be talking about that bum a little bit later on. That's how I know, right off the top of my head, what he was. But all right, how about these dogs there, Squirrel? I like the Orioles. I already think Nestor Cortez is going to get chased earlier. Like this Baltimore Orioles bullpen, how it stacks up against the New York Yankees. And Tyler Wells has actually got some good numbers up against these Yankee hitters. So I like the Orioles today, taking on the Yankees. I also like the Dodgers today. Talked about how the Dodgers, I like them up against Spencer Strider. I like them in that first game that they had. I like them again today with Tony Gonsolin up on the mound against Bryce Elder. Then my third dog that I like today is the White Sox. This White Sox bullpen, they got to give them credit. They're performing so damn good right now that I think Kopech can kind of keep this game close up against Quantrill. And then I think that makes the White Sox a very, very viable dog today. So Orioles, Dodgers, White Sox for me, dog of the day. Fifth inning, keep swinging. Got to give these guys some hitting props. I got 2 guys that are good. Who do you got? Oh, by the way, Christian Vázquez got a hit yesterday, and the other guy I said, so I am streaking on Beat the Streak. Who is streaking? Hit that like button if you're streaking with me on Beat the Streak to win that $5.6 million. We took 2 steps closer yesterday, baby. I gave you guys 2 guys, and both of them got a hit. I got 2 more good ones for you today.
Are you interested in any of the Toronto Blue Jays today, by chance?
Up against McClanahan? Nah, not doing that.
They don't look too terribly bad. I screwed up. There is another long shot. It is the Toronto Blue Jays. That's the other one that I was taking. I was keeping it for
if you like
it's a
that,
steal.
Just take the over because Kikuchi is going to get roasted by this Rays team. Take the over.
Okay. Well, I was keeping it for it's a steal. That's why I didn't put it in long shots. So I am on the Toronto Blue Jays. I'll talk about it in the next inning there. But it does look like George Springer, Guerrero, and Bichette have all done fairly decent against McClanahan. But that's kind of what you'd expect. I mean, that's the real core of that team anyway, as it is. So there you are.
All right, I got a couple of guys here for you. And I even got one a little bit later for you, a little bit later on the show. in double play. So I'll give you actually 3 guys. I'm going to give you first Paul Goldschmidt. He's 4 for 8 up against Ben Lively. 1 double, 1 home run, and 0 Ks. So love that he's never struck out against this guy. What about Tim Anderson of the White Sox taking on Quantrill? He's 7 for 17 up against him with only 1 strikeout. So like that. Additionally, though, there's some other guys. I kind of talked about why I like the White Sox as an underdog. Ben Attendee hits 400 up against Quantrill. Mikado hits 278, and Vaughn hits 400. Really good batting averages. I'm telling you, the White Sox are a really good dog today. I really like them. So Goldschmidt, though, and Anderson are the 2 guys that I would target today with the bat in their hand. 6th inning, it's a steal. You said Blue Jays. I'll just give mine real quick. Part of getting my ass kicked yesterday and maybe not hopping up out of bed as lively as I maybe do normally. I didn't research a NRFI of the day, so I got nothing. What do you got?
Gotcha. I took the Blue Jays at a plus 176, I believe it was, at FanDuel. That's where they opened, at least. Wow. Where I saw them open. I thought it was way off. I was hoping to see the game overall be less plus money than it is now. I'm hoping that it does drop before game time when the bigger money rolls in. At the same book that I got it at, it's now plus 158 at FanDuel, where it was plus 176. So that has dropped. Other places in the market, though, still, plus 160. Maybe you get a plus 165 somewhere. It looks like DraftKings, you can get a plus 165. So being at plus 176, I still feel good compared to the market price. I just thought and continue to hope that it will be less by game time. I have it modeled for significantly less plus money. I still do have the Blue Jays as an underdog, just not as significant as a plus 160 or 170. So I call this a steal just because I got a line that's still 11 cents higher than the best line I can find out there at the retail books. So anytime, I can get market agreement or steal a line that way, that's why I called it that. So, not saying that they're not an underdog. I'm just saying they're not that large of an underdog.
That's one of those underdogs where just off name recognition, you should just go get on bet openly. Like McClanahan, Kikuchi, everybody's just going to think Rays today. Hell,
absolutely. I offered it, and someone took it, I believe. I got plus 182, I think, on bet openly.
You should just keep getting more and more. I mean, like I said, just from the pitchers. Even look at the out props, right? The sports books thinks Kikuchi's barely going to go 5 innings. And they think McClanahan's going to go 6+. If you just look at, just from a props perspective of like what's being offered out there. That's what I was saying. I think if you like the Blue Jays, maybe you pivot to an over. Maybe you do like over maybe half unit on the money line. Or, whatever.
The Blue Jays got 2 overs on their own last night. What the hell happened there? It was 20-1.
I don't know what the hell
happened.
How often They got 20-1. It was a beatdown. That was an absolute beatdown.
I think like 9 of them came in like
I'm sure
the 8th
people
or 9th
are also
inning.
thinking Rays on the bounce back. They got their ass kicked yesterday. Like I'm sure that whole narrative, as if that really matters. How many times have you listened to a manager? Managers always say it best. You could be winning 6 in a row, and a reporter will ask a manager like, "Well, you're on fire. How's that momentum feel?" And every manager's like, "It doesn't matter. It's all today's starting pitcher. Like we could be on 7 in a row. Today's starting pitcher is going to dictate momentum. It all comes down to starting.
Yeah, if it's Kodai Senga, you know what I'm saying?
If it's Kodai Senga, that's right. All right, so you like the Blue Jays today. I unfortunately don't have a NRFI of the day. I'm just looking here real quick. I'm just going to go off name recognition just to maybe fire one out. It's hard not to like Giants Twins. It's also hard not to like, what was that other one I was looking at?
My Minnesota Twins?
I actually like Rangers Pirates. Yeah, Rangers Pirates I thought is another good one. Could be a little sweaty with how the Pirates are hitting left-handers, but that's not bad. That's not bad. So, or even in the White Sox Guardians. That's been a low-scoring series, and I could look at the numbers and kind of understand with these offenses not humming along beautiful right now. So I think even Guardians, White Sox could be another good Gurfy, but I do not have one, but what I do have is a best bet, and that's what we do here in Coming to a Stretch in the 7th inning. We like to give out our best bet of the day. You want to go, or I go, or who goes? He goes first.
Don't matter to me. I messaged you yesterday about a line that I thought you should grab. I don't know if you actually did. I certainly did and gave it out. Minus 155 on the Miami Marlins today with Sandy Alcantara. I figured that I would get closing line value, partly just based on the name, also partly based on the fact that they haven't won, I don't think, in the last 2 days, because I bet on them both days. They lost 2 days ago, and they lost yesterday with Yuri Perez. I was really hoping that I would get that and the over, so I ended up losing both of those yesterday. But still had a net positive day overall, so I was okay. But would be something I'd like to see is the Marlins winning. I have them modeled, no joke, get this, at about minus 200. So to grab them at the minus 155, I was happy with, and I hope to see that line take off as the day goes on. You said at the retail books they have some minus 170s out there as well. So it is looking good in terms of climbing a little bit higher to get some more CLV or closing line value and some market agreements. So that's a game that I really like and would call my best bet for the day.
All right, for my best bet today, I'm going to look at a Minnesota Twin. I'm going to look at Joe Ryan. He's on the pump today. Going to look at him going over 6.5 strikeouts, which you can find that at minus 118 over on FanDuel. Sonny Gray yesterday. Sonny Gray got 6 strikeouts in 5 innings pitched, and these are basically the same pitcher in terms of their K per 9 at 10.6 and 10.9.
Yeah, we just clone people up here.
Yeah, right. But Joe Ryan's going to go a lot deeper. He's gone 6+ innings in every single start this season. Sonny Gray doesn't give you any length. Joe Ryan, so Sonny Gray misses on the hook, but Joe Ryan's going to go another inning guaranteed, basically, based on what he's been doing, his track record. If not, another 2 more innings. So I feel very comfortable with this. He's gone over in 6 of 9 starts this season. And the Giants are back to being a high strikeout team. We kind of leveled off there for a little bit. And remember, we were kind of being cautious with the Giants. So now they're back to K'ing 27%, really high. So like Joe Ryan today to go over 6.5 Ks. Minus 118 for the best bet today. 8th inning double play. We'd like to give these guys a parlay. Not only do I have a parlay, but I am playing my parlay. That's how goddamn confident I am in it. But let's hear yours first.
Oh, all right then. Well, before I give you it, I'll give you just a very quick and funny Joe Ryan story. I was at Easter at my girlfriend's grandparents' house, and they had the Twins game on. Joe Ryan was pitching, so he was coming out of the dugout, and the grandpa. He goes, yeah, all the girls think that Joe Ryan's so cute or whatever, he's hot or whatever. And my girlfriend was like around the corner and, didn't really hear. So she comes into the room and Joe Ryan's walking out of the dugout and she goes, who is that? like within 60 seconds after he just said that. So yeah, the girls do like the Joe Ryan though. I can attest. So.
How I'm going to like him tonight,
I will take,
or I'm going to hate his guts, one or the other. There's no middle of the road here, Joe Ryan. It's one or the other. I either love you or I hate your ass.
I'll take the Marlins on the money line, and boy, what would I put with them? Maybe at over I liked in the Angels game. We'll take that. I don't know what the price is, but we'll say that. Marlins over and the Red Sox and Angels. Marlins money line and the Red Sox Angels over 9.
All right, for my double play, I'm going to use Justin Turner. He's actually like another guy that I've used on that Beat the Streak app. I like him today against Tyler Anderson. 18 for 36, 5 doubles, 3 home runs, but only 2 strikeouts and 36 at bats. Only 2 strikeouts and 36 at bats. I like him for over 1.
That's unheard of, man.
I know. I like him for over 1.5 hits, walks, and RBIs. And the reason I'm going to do that angle is I obviously think he's going to get a hit just based on his track record against Tyler Anderson. But then I mentioned about liking the over in that game. I mentioned on the Red Sox are hitting 300 versus left-handed pitching. I'm expecting a great day from this Red Sox offense. So he's either drive him in or get on base. Somebody drives him in. You guys know how that story goes. So I like him over 1.5 hits, walks, and RBIs. And I'm going to parlay him with Ken Waddlechuck there of the Oakland Athletics to not be the winning pitcher. He cannot get it done. Let's just compare numbers here. We've got a 6.85 ERA going up against and a 1.85 whip. Going up against Bryce Miller with a 1.42 ERA and a .51 whip. That is quite remarkable. This guy, Bryce Miller, he's had 2 outings this season where he's thrown shutout ball. Shutout ball. He's only had 4 outings. It's relatively new, but this guy is absolutely incredible. He's already dominated this Athletics lineup, going 6 innings, 1 run. Like everything about it. We hate the Athletics bullpen. this guy's not going to be the winning pitcher. So I parlayed Justin Turner over 1.5 hits, walks, and runs with Wadachuk to not be the winning pitcher at minus 102.
Hey, Wadachuk won't win until you bet on it.
I mean, how many times this year have I taken like outs on a Zach Wheeler sticks out in my head as I talk about this. Never gone over 6 innings pitch all goddamn season long, and I'm going to take it under, and he's going to go 7 strong.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I know. That's how it is, man.
That's how it be sometimes.
As the kids say, it really do be like that sometimes.
It do be like that. It do be like, but not today. I'm out for blood today. Ain't gonna be any of that crap. Any of that crap. So those are the bets, fellas. Look at that. I actually put that together, and I was like, wow.
Hey, you're missing something there. You're missing some Hockey Squirrel bets there.
Oh yeah, no, I'm getting them right now. I'm getting. But I looked at that and I said, "Wow, I'm rolling player props today." That was not the intention. That was not like sit down and say F the teams. I only want to focus on players.
Well, it's where you find your largest edges, man. It's not bad plays. It's just money is money, man. Unless you're betting over $500 a game, you're going to be able to get all those anyway.
Where are you at?
I doubt most people are.
There you are. There you are.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into some rapid fire. Hey, Adrian says, leave my Oakland Athletics alone. I mean, I don't.
I don't have an answer.
It's
what?
Siri.
How was that?
I don't know. I must have accidentally asked Siri a question because she popped up and was about to say,
That was
I don't
strange.
have an answer for that. And I was like,
I heard it.
I didn't ask you any goddamn thing there, Siri, so lock it up. Leave your athletics alone. Come on there, Adrian. You don't actually think Wadachuk's going to get the win yourself. Come along for that ride. Where is baseball here on this stupid app so I can talk some rapid fire? They don't have it across the top? What? I get La Liga and... all right. DraftKings is being stupid. DraftKings has no baseball on their app. They don't want me to.
Hey, I heard CJ Harrington likes negative 30 degrees and wants to come up and build some igloos with us.
What? Oh, Corey, what is this? Yeah, Corey's on vacation, man. I'm jealous. He's out. He
said he's teasing us, taunting us, saying we look like we need sun, but it's hard when you live in an igloo. You know what I'm saying?
Is DraftKings just being dumb on the mobile device, or did they just take everything off?
I don't know. I don't regularly use it.
All right. Let me hop over to FanDuel then. I don't know. The app's they never have an app issue or something. I need some sun. I tell you that. I could use some of that. Come on down. I'd like to. That would be nice, Corey. All right, let's hop on into it. Rangers and Pirates over under of 9. Rangers at minus 118. Pirates at even money. I like the over. I'm expecting the Pirates to definitely hit Perez with the way they're hitting left-handers. If I had to pick a winner, I would probably take the dog of the Pirates. If I'm being quite honest, I would take the dog. But I think the over is a better play, so over 9 for me.
Yeah, I tried yesterday to take the Pirates. Didn't go too well. Today I have minus 107 for the Rangers, plus 107 for the Pirates, which up until the show was the price, but saw a bunch of steam come in on the Rangers, so they're probably closer 115, 120 now, I would assume. I have the game at 9.75, closer to 10 for a total, but
let's get that 10.
I didn't play anything here. Most of my stuff is pretty spot on with market today.
If you're interested, actually, my free bet that I mentioned does expire today, so I'm going to take some of these leans and drop them onto a parlay. So if you're interested in knowing which of these I like the most, check me out on Twitter. Diamondbacks and Phillies with an over-under of 8.5. Diamondbacks minus 112. Phillies at minus 104. Phillies can't hit Ryan Nelson. This is going to be what happens. Astros hit Corbin Burns, can't hit Colin Rea. Today, Rangers couldn't touch Ryan Nelson, but they're going to light up Zach Gallen. Something tells me they're just going to light his ass up. That's the way baseball works. Give me the over 8.5.
Yep, I got it at 9.5, so not a bad play.
You got it at 9.5? Wait, you got the over at 9.5 and it's at 8.5? That's not good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not good for you. That's good. Not good for me.
Why?
Based on your prediction. Well, the line's gone down. People are hammering the under. Hell, even the under is juicy at minus.
You just told me you want the over, right?
I want the over. I mean, it's good for me because I don't have to pay.
Yes.
9.5.
I didn't bet it. I just have the projection at 9.5.
I thought you were saying you bet it at 9.5. My apologies.
No, bro. I have the projection at 9.5. I'm just reading my projection, so it's backing you. I'm helping you.
Gotcha. All right, White Sox plus 120, Guardians minus 142, over under of 8. I'm telling you, White Sox. They're gonna make that parlay. They're gonna make my free roll parlay. I like them.
Yeah, I have the game plus or minus 120 White Sox as an underdog and 9 as a total.
Giants and Twins over under of 7.5. Giants plus 128. Twins at minus 152.
That's exactly where I have them projected. I'm not even joking. Minus 152 exactly, that number for the Twins. 8.5 as a total.
I like it. I'm riding with the Twins today. Astros minus 104. Brewers are minus 112 with an over under of 9. I'm still annoyed.
I'm right there on that. Plus
Still
minus
annoyed.
102 and 9.5.
I'm gonna go.
I was glad to see the Brewers win yesterday. I ended up. I told you if they got back to plus 120, I was going to take them. I ended up taking plus 118. They made it. I made it up to right before first pitch.
Nice.
So I laid down that bet like 10 minutes prior to first pitch, and it was a 6-0 win. So I was happy I got that.
Nice. Love that, Squirrel. Good one right there. I'm gonna take the Astros. I don't let bad results get me off of a good bet. I'll still stay with the Astros.
Yeah, they're certainly not super overvalued today.
Cardinals and Reds. Cardinals minus 164. Reds plus 138. Over under of 11. As you mentioned, this series has just flown over.
Yeah. Yeah, again, I mean, I still have 13 runs on a projection for the total. The Reds plus 130, which makes Cardinals more plus minus 130. So overvaluing for the Cardinals, fair price for the Reds. And if you want to take a stab at an over, but I've already done it the last 2 days, and the totals were lower than they are today.
I'm going to take a stab at the under. Where is this? Yeah, I'm going to take a stab at the under. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to take a stab at the under. Blue Jays and Rays, what do we got? 8.5 here for a total. We got Blue Jays plus 158, Rays minus 188.
This is where I was telling you I have the Blue Jays like significantly lower as an underdog. They are an underdog, just significantly lower than, especially where I got them at the plus 176. But even if you're still able to obtain the 165, I like it as a play. I like it a lot, the Blue Jays today.
All right, go on Rays run line. Padres and Nationals over under of 10. Padres minus 158, Nationals plus 134. What did I say yesterday? Nationals wouldn't be able to hang with that elite Padres bullpen, so don't take them on that full game money line. Instead, take them on that F5 money line. Well, we didn't make any money, but you also didn't lose any money because it was tied at the end of the 5 innings. So I was bang on yesterday with my analysis. Nationals were only going to win through the first 5. They had no chance of winning that game late. That was spot on analysis.
Yeah,
yesterday.
I still got my win as well, because I know we kind of in a way win against each other, because I had the full game on the Padres.
We banged it, right? At one we were spot on yesterday. Today,
I would take the value being the Nationals on the money line today, just because I have them plus 125 and you just said plus 134.
I'm going to take the over. I'm going to take the over. The Padres, the reason why I liked them yesterday is because they couldn't hit left-handers. Got a right-hander today. They hit right-handers pretty good, so I'll go.
What's the number? 10. I have it modeled at 10.
10.
It is at 10?
The sportsbook's not giving away any damn money today. What's going on? Everything's bang on.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Everything is bang on. Orioles, Yankees, plus 116 for the Birds, minus 136 for the Yankees, over under of 8.5. I'll take the Orioles. They were one of my dogs today. I won't be putting them in the Orioles free roll, though. I'll be a little too nervous for that just because it's the Yankees and shit. So
yeah,
doing that.
I have the Orioles projected plus 119. So again, nothing really there.
Dodgers and Braves. We got Dodgers minus 102, Braves minus 116. Dodgers. Or the over-under of 9.5. I'm just going to stick to the Dodgers. I've been on them this whole series. I'm not jumping off yet, and I'm getting them again for the 3rd day as a dog. We cashed 2 dogs already in this series. Give them to me again.
Did you say Dodgers and Braves were at over-under 9 or 9.5?
Half, yeah.
I have projected 11. So.
Oh, that's getting in it. And we get even money. This Squirrel.
Yeah. So there's something to look at.
This was another one I was telling you. We cashed on Friday night Gonsolin under 15.5 outs. I was hoping to hell Let me see if they have actually given us this, because if they've given us that, I'm going to add that right here on this show, because loved the research last week. Got a very easy cash. You could see, see, they're giving you Bryce Elder, but they're not giving you Gonsolin. Hate when the books do stuff like this, because that was another great play that I wanted to run back. Oh, well. Senga and the Cubs. Senga against the Cubs. Mets minus 102. Cubs minus 116. Over-under of 6.5? 6.5? With these pitchers on the mound? Now, I did look at the wind. I remember.
It's got to be the weather.
I was like 6.5 with this shit pitcher on the mound. Let me go look up that wind. But it's blowing straight into the home plate. Straight in.
How fast?
Let me look up again the miles. I don't know.
20 miles an hour?
I don't know. Once I saw the arrow, I was like, whoa, that doesn't look good. Hold on. Let me get to the mile per hour. Let's see. It is 19.5. The wind is whipping out there today in Chicago.
Yep. Not a chance in hell I'm betting that over.
I know, it's crazy. It's the one ballpark. It's the one ballpark that sticks out more than others. But I'm going to take the Cubs at minus 116. So both teams may struggle to hit it out of the ballpark, but at least the Cubs should certainly have more damage off Senga than the Mets do off Stroman. So I'll take the Cubs at minus 116. Tigers and
I wonder
Royals.
if there's a game prop. Can you take a game prop to say that there will be no home runs in the game?
I don't know if there's.
I'm curious. I'm gonna go look after we're done here. I'm gonna go look. If that's a prop, dude, I'm hitting no.
Are we nuking it or just hitting it? Like, what are we doing here? Is it a nuke or a hit?
I don't know. I don't even know if it's a prop. If it's a prop, but I don't know. Maybe somebody in the chat can tell us. Go to a book and see if we can get. Is there no?
Over under on the home runs. I don't know.
No home runs in the game. How or is there like an over under line on how many home runs will be hit? Dude, I mean,
we could look it up at the Raptor.
There's no way in hell you're getting in 20 miles an hour. You're gonna hit that into. No, I don't think so.
It's Chicago though. That shit may not be 20 miles an hour come 6 p.m. You know. All right. What about
depending on the site you're looking at, they usually show you the wind speed projected for the time of the game, like the 3 hour span.
I don't think I've ever met a weatherman that got a projection wrong, so that's a good point. What about those Tigers and Royals with an over-under of 8.5? You got the Tigers at even money, Royals at minus 118. No Zach Greinke prop. Not even offered. Not even giving us 0.5. Not even letting us decide if we want to take an over and under on 0.5. They just taking that prop right away from us altogether. Depressing stuff. I'm going Royals at minus 118.
I have a minus 125. What's the total? I have 10.
8.5.
Ooh, there you go. I guess I'll go for an over.
What was your number? 10?
Yeah.
10. Wow, nice. Zach Greinke, that's another one where you don't get his outs prop because you know he's not going into the sixth inning. It's 5 innings max. But of course, we can't get that line. Marlins and Rockies, over under of 11. Marlins minus 178. Rockies at plus 150. I'm going to do the over in this game. I'm coming along for over 11. I think Sandy does get hit. He's on a little bit of a bumpy stretch, running up into a good Rockies team. I'm going over 11.
Yeah, it's just something that's been bothering me because I keep trying overs and overs and overs, and it just doesn't work. Today's the day, so be it. But I don't want to go for it. I'm already on the Marlins at minus 155 on the money line. I'm happy with that, and closing okay right now. I think closer to game time, that's gonna rocket upwards.
All right, what about Red Sox and Angels? Over under of 9.5. Red Sox minus 116. Angels at minus 102. I will go over 9.5.
I will as well, with a projection of 11.
And then the Athletics and the Mariners. 245 for the Athletics, minus 300 for the Mariners. Over under 8.5. I'll take the Mariners on the run line, minus 142.
I'm gonna take a shot today at the
Do it.
Athletics. Plus 250.
Why is today? You got like jinx my Waddle-Chuck prop? Like, just take it tomorrow. It's going to be 245 again tomorrow. Hell, it may even be 260 tomorrow. Just take it tomorrow. Like, don't do this to me.
Yeah. All right. Well.
All right, I've seen the...
That's why I didn't give it out as an official bet on the show, you see.
All right, thank you. Let's see what these comments are. The A's, got a lot of A's chatter in here. Yeah, a lot of A's chatter in here. My man IC says you can get that prop on an offshore book on Sunday Night Baseball. I don't know about Wednesday Night Baseball. You at least get it on Sunday Night Baseball. So I'm gonna hang tight for half a second. I'll hop across.
Do I also like the Cubs? Not particularly. Like I have them at -120, so it's right where the line roughly is. So I don't have any.
What's he asking though? Like, do you like? But you like the Cubs. You just don't like the Cubs at the price, but you do like the Cubs.
Like as a team, just like as a fan, do I like the Cubs?
Like you have them projected to win the game. You may not like the price that the sportsbook's giving you, but you like them to win the game. You have them as a favorite.
Yeah, I have them projected as a small favorite, sure.
Okay, that's all. I was just trying to interpret maybe this guy's question a little, just broader. Like, do you just like the Cubs to win, regardless of price aside?
Yeah, I have them at -120 if it means anything to you, but yeah, that's not like valuable to me.
Look at DJ's comment for your over/under home run. Look at that.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
I mean, it's not a bad idea. I mean, if they'll let you even do that.
I'm gonna see if you can do that. Yeah, I'm gonna see if you can do that. I know you can't do it on DraftKings because in the same game parlay, you only get like.
It's not a stupid idea. I mean, that's essentially, if you're not expecting any home runs from anybody, why wouldn't you?
I'm gonna see if you can do it. Let's see.
That's actually not a bad idea. I mean, like, it sounds stupid on the surface. It's pretty smart.
You can do it. I'll drop it in.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'll tell you what price you can get.
Bro, I'm going to do this now.
Is this our get the gent to the
what'll be great though is it'll be a first pitch home run.
Just all the negativity I can really deal without, man. Oh, Jesus Christ. I can really deal without all the negativity. Coming off a 1 in 4 day or whatever the hell it was, I can really deal with it.
Oh shit.
All right, gent, here is your 16 leg. Here's your 16
Hell
leg.
yeah.
No to hit a home run at plus 350. Yeah, you gotta give me way better odds than that. Plus 350 for no home run.
Interesting.
It's a lot. You know what that is? That's a lot of sweat. That's a lot of sweat.
That's what?
That's a lot of sweat.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a NRFI every at bat. You're on a NRFI. Jesus. All right, I'm gonna see if another book.
Well, no, I mean you can get runs. I don't think there's gonna be a home run. I mean, you can get base hits or walks. I mean, you can get runs a lot of different ways, but.
Yeah, no, I just.
I mean.
All right, so I see you can bet on total hits. I always like this prop. I see this one out there. Both teams to score. And one day I thought about doing just like this big ass parlay of like no shutouts. We'll just bet on both teams to score. There will not be a shutout today. I can't wait to see which team throws a shutout. No, it doesn't look like there's a prop for that. But there you go, DeGent. A 16-leg parlay plus 350. No home runs. It's the DeGent parlay of the day. Well, you need $1,000 to get to Game 1 finals. So you need to slap at 3. You need to put about $300 on it and get one hit. That's all we need. There's no home run.
Wow.
And we can send him to Game 1 of the finals. He needs about $1,000 for a ticket.
Okay.
What are we betting? What are we betting?
Wow. Well, it's just.
Can't say wow like that.
Okay, so yeah, if I parlay, I'm trying to figure out. I hate you ever try to make a parlay on a sports book and then it doesn't tell you the odds, so you have to figure it out by oh my god. It doesn't tell me what the odds are, it just tells me what I can risk and what I can win, so I have to calculate it. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. I'm looking up this parlay for people. What if we want no shutouts today in baseball? Everybody's getting one run. Every team's getting at least one run. What is that parlay at? I'm going to look that up. There's no aces on the mound. Or there's Alcantara, but he's going up against Colorado, and they're going to get a run off his ass. So that's the sweatiest one. All right, so if you want a run to be scored every game, wow, what incredible odds. Plus 177 for everybody to score a run today. It's a 15-leg parlay. Obviously you're not risking something like that, but that is.
Okay, so roughly speaking, I'm sitting here trying to figure out the damn odds of this. So about minus 183, roughly. Minus 182, minus 183, roughly, is what I would get for Pete Alonso, Francisco Lindor, Jeff McNeil, Dansby Swanson, Suzuki, whatever your first name is, and Ian Happ. So 6 guys, because that's all that's listed on this book, to get home runs. If I say no to all of that, I get minus 182.
For the no home run
The
problem.
max risk, though, is only $100.
Wow.
So if I risk 100 and none of those guys gets a home run, I win 54.80 profit.
We got legal U.S. sportsbook bet 365, according to Brett, saying you can bet this. I don't know what the odds are for this one particular game that's in question, but Brett says you can get it on bet 365. That's a good piece of information to know, Brett. Appreciate it.
First home run scored of the game will be.
I don't know what the odds are.
Cool.
And then James is bet US is good at that. Yeah. I assume he's talking about your plug. All right. So I'm not making these. All right. I'm going to do this. If you want to hang, I'm going to hop into the BetMGM where I've got a free bet. I'm going to build a little parlay here. Use this free bet. If you want to know which of those rapid fire leans I like the most, just hang tight. I'll tell you which one I like the most. Bet this right here. Ooh, there you go. This I tell people all the time. All you have to do is use BetMGM. They love giving you free bets.
What?
I just logged in and I get a free bet. They love giving you free bets. Well, everybody log into your BetMGM account and tail this sucker here right now, because just got another one. What's this dollar amount? I don't know. I'll find out. I'm going to use it.
So it says that I can't.
Let's go, boys. Let's use this.
Ian Happ with whoever this Suzuki guy is.
Ian Happ. Okay, don't disrespect my guy Ian Happ like that, but what about him? And Kurt Suzuki? You talking about my catcher?
Seiya Suzuki or something?
No, I actually thought it wasn't Kurt Suzuki because he's like retired, but thought I would just throw that out there. I'm going to do...
Okay.
All right. What's that?
They said that was a invalid combination for me, too.
Well, you can make that over on
so it's not going to let me parlay these. I can only individually bet them. I can't, it'll let me build a parlay with them, but I can't actually bet it because it's telling me it's an invalid combination.
All right, well, Barstools, if you were interested in making that, you can parlay every guy to not get a homer on Barstools. On my rapid fire parlay, I'm going to roll with over 9 in Rangers Pirates. I am going to do that White Sox money line. That Cardinals Reds is now down to 10.5 on MGM.
Probably super juice to the over.
Yeah. But on DraftKings, it's super juice to the under at 11.
Yep.
I'm going to do that Cubs money line, minus 115, so I got 3 legs so far. I'm going to do Red Sox Angels over 9. That's fine. I'm just going to keep it to 4 legs. See if I can't hit a 4-leg parlay. So I'm going to do over 9 in Rangers Pirates. Over 9 in Rangers Pirates. I'm going to do White Sox money line, Cubs money line, and over 9 in Red Sox Angels. I will apply my bet. Screenshot this so I can put it on Twitter. All right, that's it, boys. Over 9 in Rangers Pirates, White Sox money line, Cubs money line. Over 9 in Red Sox Angels. That'll do it here. We got one more comment that rolled in. MGM is doing free bets on Wednesdays and Saturdays for a couple of weeks. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, you just log into your account. I mean, to your point, and you get the free bet. I love it. And then also BetMGM is like you spend $50. And baseball, you get a free bet every week. So good stuff over there. So, all right, cool. All right, fellas, there it is. There's the Wednesday edition here. Let's have ourselves a nice little day. We should be able to sit back here in about half an hour and start catching the action and start ringing the cash register with you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Had a great time. We'll do it again tomorrow, live at 11 a.m. Eastern. Have a good one, everybody.
See you later.